Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SAT Math Tutorials. So today we have a problem about solving for x, and we are given two equations and our job is to solve for x. So the problem is this, 1/2 of 2x plus y equals 21 over 2. That's one of the equations. And then the second equation is y equal 2x. And the question is this: the system of equations above, meaning these two equations, the equation 1 and then the equation 2, above has solution x and y. So you have value for these things. So you have a solution of x and y. So the question is, what is the value of x? Right. So we try to find x. What is this? So based on the two equations, and we know that they have solutions, not imaginary number, there's no solution. We have solution for this. So there's a way to tackle this. So by looking at this, so at the methodology that we can do, or we gonna use for this one, is using the substitution method, right? So you substitute something for something and then put it in another equation. Here you have two variables, x and then y. So these two variables, you have two equations, 1 and 2. So you know that you can solve this. So how do you do this? What are you going to substitute what with? So we have two equations. You don't need to break the first equation, right? Because leave the first equation as is. The second equation, y equal 2x. This is the thing that we can tackle. And the question is about solve for x, right? So you want to keep the x, you want to keep the variable x, and then you want to eliminate y, right? So you use the substitution method to get rid of the y. So how are we going to get rid of the y? So now we're going to substitute because we know that we need to get rid of the y. Therefore, we need to substitute the y. So y equal 2x. So in the equation 2, we know that y equal 2x. Then now, instead of equation 1 using y, instead of using y, we're using 2x. So let's rewrite that equation, see what's going on. So we have 1 over 2 times 2x plus. So instead of y, we're going to write 2x, right, to replace the y, equals 21 over 2, right? So that's how you tackle it. Now, the next step is just to symbol the inside the parenthesis. You have 1/2 2x plus 2x, that's 4x, right, equal 21 over 2. Okay, so you simplify the 4 divided by 2. So this is just basically 4x over 2. That's how you arrange it. So 4x divided by 2, you have 2x, right, equal 21 over 2. So because over here it's a multiply, you bring it over, divide, right? So x equal 21 over 2, the whole thing divided by 2, right? So in fraction, if you divide something, right? So let's say a fraction, a over b divided by c over d, right? So to refresh the concept of dividing a fraction, so dividing a fraction meaning a multiply reciprocal, right? So you do the multiplication reciprocal, so you have a over b times, so the denominator here, right? So instead of dividing c over d, you multiply reciprocal, meaning you put the d up top, so denominator become numerator, and then c at the bottom, so times d over c, which is AD over BC, right? So that's how you tackle the fraction divided by a fraction. So here you have 21 over 2 divided by 2, right? So 2 here, we can write that as a 2 over 1, right? 2 is 2 over 1. So basically let's use the same concept. So first you write the fraction in the denominator, which is 21 over 2 times, right, the fraction in the denominator, you reciprocate it, right? So it's 1 over 2. So that's 21 over 4. So that's how you do it. So x is 21 21 over 4. That's how you do this. So there are multiple steps to get to this part. I believe this is the quickest way. So let's recap, right? So there's a multiple steps. They put the lengthy equation up top, and then they put a shorter equation at second. Then they try to confuse the examiners, right? The students who taking the exam. But don't be confused by it, right? So when you see two equations with two variables, you know that the substitution methodology is the best. That's how you do it. So, and then you see, okay, what do I want? I want to solve for x. So you want to keep the x and then replace the one that you don't need, which is y. So replace y for x. So put them all in, and then use the shorter equation, plug it in longer equation, and then solve it. And then another, in this problem, you see the concept of dividing a fraction. This may be tricky for someone, so you need to refresh your memory on how to divide a fraction. So it's 21 divided by 2. 21 over 2 divided by 2 is basically 21 over 4. So it's a dividing fraction is a little bit tricky. You need to refresh memory if you don't remember the concept. Okay. So that's how I would tackle this problem. If you are able to watch to this point, then I thank you for watching the video. And if you are going to take the exam anytime soon, then I wish you the best of luck on the exam, either the SAT or ACT. It's a time exam, so try to answer all the questions. Do not leave any questions blank, because I think I have a viewer asked about how they grade these things. So basically, all questions are the same. I don't think you answer the harder question, you get more points. I don't think that's the case. All questions weight the same, meaning they have the same point, quote unquote same point. So if you don't know, try to do something. Take a guess if you have to. If you run out of time, or if you don't know how to do it, put something down. Who knows if you get it right. But yeah, so let's get back to this problem. This is how I would do this. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.